Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John McCarthy, and I'm giving you all of the welcomes for joining us today here at this event, brought to you by the TGC Network. Final round action is about to get underway, and we are excited to see what unfolds here. Let's go. And about 105 yards to the pin. And some unfortunate luck there on that approach shot. And just not enough club on that one. This one's about 3 feet away. And starting the round off at even par. And now let's move to the second hole. And this drive could go on for days, folks. This is some serious power. From 240 yards away. And here's the 3-wood. Fantastic work on this par 5, hitting the green in 2. Ooh, that one's, that's too bad. And this putt is for birdie. Currently sitting at 1 under for the day. And now let's move to the third hole. And this is looking a bit long, I think. Well, looks like that one will play on the green. From 20 feet out. Oh my goodness, that was close. Okay, and let's have a look at the leaderboard. And after that hole, 1 under for the day. All right, here's the 4th hole. And nicely done, looking like we'll have some fairway here. And pretty sure he's going to like that. And about 14 feet to the cup. And that putt will drop for birdie. And after that hole, he is moving up on the leaderboard. Well, I'm pretty sure this is going to land in the fairway here. From about $150. Going with the 8-iron. Well, I think he's going to like that. And this for the birdie. And just missing. And this putt is for par. And that hole has led to him falling down on the leaderboard here. And this is looking fairway bound. Ooh, looks like he's going through the branches here. He's got to be pleased with that. From here, this is about 10 feet away. was so close. And they're about 3 feet away here. And 2 under for the day after that one. And now teeing off on this par 4. And a promising looking shot here. Okay, and 135 yards to the pin. And he's probably going to like that. This putt's for birdie. Solid putt. And after that one, 3 under for the day. Okay, we find ourselves now on the 8th hole tee off. Looks like the hybrid is on display here. Looks like this is going a bit long. And that'll play safely on the dance floor there. And for the par. Oh, and just doesn't want to drop. And this putt is for bogey. And now let's take a look at that leaderboard. And he's going to move down in the standings after that hole. On to the 9th hole. And just a huge drive here. Well, I'm not quite sure where this one's going to end up. Now, from the greenside bunker. And when you have a shot out of the sand like that, that makes birdie very, very possible. For the birdie. And today, currently sitting at 3 under par. And let's see what the 10th has in store. I think we're bunker bound here, folks. And that shot was just blasted out of the sand trap back onto the fairway. And this putt could save par. Oh my lands, that was very close. This one's about 2 feet from the cup. And after that one, sitting at 2 under for the day. And moving on to the 11th hole. Well, this one's looking like it's in the fairway. That shot sounded a little off, and this is not going to be enjoyable. And with sand play that good, that makes birdie that much more possible. For the bird. And 3 under for the day after that one. Okay, moving on to the 12th. Now this one's looking pretty good. And I think he's going to like that. And about 11 feet to go here. Oh my goodness. And this putt's right around 2 feet. And it looks like he moved down in the rankings after that hole. And now the 13th hole. And going with the 6 iron. Okay, he is on. And this putt is for birdie. And tapping in for the par. And after that hole, 3 under on the day. And setting up now on the 14th tee. Well, this one's looking like it's finding the fairway. And about 170 yards to the pin. Looks like a 7 iron. And that approach has found the green, but there will be a lot of work to do to sink the next putt. Ooh. And this is about a 4-footer. And that putt drops for par. And currently sitting at 3 under for the day after that one. And moving on to the 15th hole. Nothing wrong with that. From 140 yards out. Taking a shot with the pitching wedge. And he's on the green. And this one's for birdie. And the putt will drop. And he's moving in the right direction, moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. This one's looking pretty good so far. And about 215 to the pin. And that's a pretty inspiring shot just there, hitting this par 5 green in 2 definite eagle possibilities. Ooh, and that was very close. Just didn't drop. And this one's about 6 feet away. Ooh, and it just misses. And this for the par. And finishing this hole out with a solid putt. And after that one, 4 under is the score for the day. Going with a pitching wedge here. I think this is looking a bit long. Okay, he's putting now. And about 9 feet away here. And that one drops for the birdie. And he's going to move up in the standings after that hole. And moving on to the 18th hole. And nothing wrong with that shot. Okay, and about 145 yards left. Here's a pitching wedge. And it's not very good as far as approach shots go. And the wind got the best of that one, I think. And this next putt is for a final round score of 67. And that par putt will drop. Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John McCarthy. So glad you could join us for this event here on the TGC network. And our first round action commences, folks. Let's get down to the first tee and pick up on the action. You know, this one's questionable as to where it's going to end up. And a much nicer lie than the previous lie. Green is also in reach. Let's see what happens. And this putt to save par. And a nice putt there. And starting the round off with a par. The next hole we have before us is a par 3. Let's see what happens. Going with the 9-iron here. Well, the approach did find the green, but quite a long distance putt ahead. Ooh, and just inches away from greatness. And he's going to stay right where he is, even par after that one. And now setting up for the par 4. And some poor luck there. He's probably not too happy about that one. Pretty sure he's going to like that one. And this is for birdie. And it's about 3 feet to the cup from here. And the par putt drops. And after that hole, he will remain at even par. And now the 4th hole. And it's looking like this is bound for the short stuff. From here, it's about 11 feet to the cup. And that one will drop for birdie. And our leader today is currently at 11 under. And next up is a par 4, folks. And this shot's looking promising. And from 150 yards out. Going with the 9-iron. Looking good. And this putt is for birdie. Ooh, unfortunate. And for the par. And today's score to beat is 12 under par. And now the 6th hole. And I don't think this one's going to pan out. Uh-oh, this is looking not good. Let's see how they get out of this one. "31 feet to the cup." This one's about 2 feet from the cup. And the score to beat, 13 under for our current leader. And now setting up for the par 4 tee off. I don't think we'll find some fairway here. And about 160 yards to the pin. It looks like it's going long. And that shot will be on the green with a fairly lengthy putt ahead. And for the par. And that putt drops. And the score to beat right now is 13 under. And next on the plate is the 8th hole. And I think that's the hybrid. And this putt's for birdie. Oh, and wouldn't that have been nice? Just didn't drop. And tapping in for the par. And our leader currently sitting at 14 under par. And next up is the par 5. Well, this one could be either way, folks. I'm not sure if it's going to be safe or not. And about 250 yards left to get to that pin. And nothing wrong with that shot. And this one's for birdie. And now let's take a look and see what's happening up on that leaderboard. And the leader at the top of our board is currently sitting at 14 under. Okay, and the 10th hole. It appears to be heading for the fairway here. And about 140 yards to go. Here is the pitching wedge. And that's not what they wanted on their approach. Just didn't have enough club. And this is right around the 8-foot mark. And the par putt will drop. And our leader currently at 14 under for the day. And next up we have a par 5 hole. And I think he'll like that. And about 5 feet from the cup. And that one will go for birdie. And our leader is currently at 14 under. And now setting up the next par 4 hole. It's looking like it's heading into the fairway. Wow. And that was just a monumental effort, hitting the green in one here on this par 4. Well, that's too bad. I think that putt got away there. It's off the green. This putt's about a 2-footer. And our leader currently sitting at 14 under par. All right, and let's see what happens on the 13th hole here. Yeah, I think this one's going to find the fairway. And about 180 yards to the pin. And going with the 7-iron on this one. And he's on the green. And this one's about 8 feet. For the birdie. And he is moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. And teeing off on this par 4. And he's probably not happy about that shot. And that shot will end up safely in the fairway with the green in reach. Let's see what happens. Oh, and that chip is in there. And he's going to move up on the leaderboard after that one. And setting up now on the 15th. And here's the 6-iron. And this for the birdie. And this putt's about a 2-footer here. And the leader at the top of our board is currently sitting at 14 under. And I think he will like that from about 145 yards out. Here's a 9-iron. This is going towards the green here. And this putt is for birdie. And that one will drop. And 6 under par on the day after that hole. And setting up for the par 3 hole. Going with the 6-iron. I think you'll like that. From 15 feet. And that one goes in for the bird. And our leader currently at 14 under for the day. And as he tees off here on the final hole, he is 7 strokes off the lead. I wonder what's going through his head. Yeah, I think you'll like that. Okay, about 140 yards to go. And going with the 9-iron. This is heading towards the green. And about 14 feet away here. Ooh, that was very close. And this one's for par. And that putt will drop. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John McCarthy, and we are about to play some golf here on the TGC network. Second round action here, folks. We are ready to go. I hope you are too. Let's get down to that first tee. And I think he will like that. And about 115 yards to the pin. This could be good. It's heading for the green here. And a tremendous display of skill with that last approach shot. Very well done indeed. And it looks like he also knew how to compensate for those windy conditions. And now let's see what the second hole has in store. And here's an 8-iron. And this one's for birdie. And that was just pretty to watch. Long, long putt right into the cup. Now let's see what this third hole has in store. And as he sets up for his next shot, deep in the rough here, folks. And I think he will be pleased with that. And about 7 feet to go here. For the birdie. And that hole is going to allow him to move up in the standings. And I'm not quite sure where this one's going to end up. And this putt's for birdie. And a decent putt. and currently sitting at 4 under for the day. Okay, and here is the 5th hole. Well, so far so good for this one. And from 140 yards away. Going with the 9-iron here. I think he'll like that. Setting up for the 39-foot putt from here. Ooh, and that was very close. And for the par. And finishing this one with a good putt. And our current leader sitting at 22 under par. Okay, this one's looking pretty good. Very well played, and hitting this par 5 and 2 is going to set up some nice eagle opportunities here. And this for the birdie. And after that one, 5 under for the day. And now teeing off on this par 4. About 160 yards to the pin here. Going with the 9-iron. And that approach is on the green. Quite a long putt ahead. And about 4 feet from the cup. And that putt will go for par. And the golfer in the top spot today, sitting at 24 under par. And this one's looking pretty good. And about 29 feet to the cup. Oh, that was close. 5 feet to go here. And the par putt will drop. And unfortunately, he will go down in the standings after that one. I think this one's going to find the short grass. And this next shot, setting up below the hole. Now it's an unfortunate approach shot. And I'm pretty sure the wind is the culprit there. And this putt's for birdie. And finishing the hole with a solid putt. And sitting at 6 under for the day after that hole. And now setting up for the par 4. And I am pretty sure he's going to like that. And this putt is for par. Finishing this hole with a solid putt. And as we check the big board here, our current leader is sitting at 25 under par. And I think he will be happy with that. This putt's about 3 feet away. And they're 7 under par for the round after that hole. And now we find ourselves on the 12th. Well, I'm pretty sure this is going to land in the fairway here. And I apologize, we've actually ended up in the rough. This putt's for birdie. Oh my gracious, that was close. And it's time to take a peek at the leaderboard. And looking at the scoreboard here, our current leader sitting at 25 under. And next up is a par 4, folks. Immense power on this drive, folks. From 130 yards. Unlucky on that approach shot. Just not enough club on that one. And to save par. And finishing the hole with a solid putt. And currently sitting at 7 under par for the day. now setting up for the par 4 tee off. Yeah, this is looking fairway bound. Going with the 8-iron here. Well, this is definitely heading towards the green. This puts about 3 feet away. And he will move up on the leaderboard after that hole. And the wind definitely could be a factor on this one. Let's see how this tee shot goes. Well, that approach is definitely on, and there's a fair ways still to get to that hole. Oh goodness, that was almost in. This looks like around a 4-footer, I'd say. And that one drops for par. And this course is treating him pretty well. I'm seeing quite a few birdies on the scorecard. Well, this one's looking like it's in the fairway. 135 yards to the pin. Going with the pitching wedge here. And I think he's going to like that. Setting up 12 feet away from the cup. And that one goes for birdie. And he's moving on up on the leaderboard after that hole. And now setting up on the par 3. Now he's on the green, time for putting. And this putt is for birdie. And a good putt. And current leader is leading with a score of 25 under. I think he'll like that. From 140 yards out. Here's a 9-iron. All right, and he's on. And about 5 feet to go here. And that'll drop for birdie. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're ready for some golf because it's almost guaranteed to be a good time here on the TGC network. This is the third day of this event, and we are excited to see what unfolds. Hope you are too. Let's get down to that first tee. And 110 yards or so to the pin. This one's looking pretty good. All right, and the putter's coming out now. And this is for birdie. And a decent little putt there. And starting the round off with a birdie is not a bad plan. Looks like a 7-iron. And it might be going in the sand here. Well, I don't think they meant to do that on the approach. And I'm pretty sure the wind was the culprit there. And it's about a few feet from the cup. And that one drops for par. And currently sitting at 1 under for the day. And now setting up for the next par 4 hole. Wow, look at this drive, folks. Serious power. Well, you'll probably like that. And this for the birdie. And currently sitting at 2 under for the day. And teeing off on this par 4. And nicely done, looking like we'll have some fairway here. About 15 feet to the cup from here. And that putt will drop for birdie. And after that one, 3 under for the day. And now teeing off on this par 4. And it's looking like this is bound for the short stuff. And about 155 yards out. And going with the 9 iron. And that approach is on the green, but quite lengthy putt ahead. Just missing here. And for the par. And a nice putt. And after that one, he's unfortunately going to be moving down in the standings. And now teeing off on the par 5. And setting up this shot below the hole. Going with the 4 iron here. Very well played golf shot. Hitting this par 5 and 2, it's going to set up some serious possibilities. Oh, and it just didn't drop. This one looks about 4 feet for the birdie. And currently sitting at 4 under for the day. And now setting up for the par 4. This one's looking pretty good so far. And about 190 yards to the pin. I think that's a 5-iron. Well, that's no good as far as approaches go. That's kind of odd. His greens in regulation percentage so far this round has been pretty good. And to save par. And that one will drop. And after that one, 4 under is the score for the day. And this putt is needed to save par. And a nice putt. And currently sitting at 4 under for the day. Okay, and on to the 9th. And this shot's looking promising. And could have some work to do here. This one is setting up below the hole. And here's a hybrid shot. And that will not be on the green. Just a nice shot out of the sand, and very possible to make birdie with this next shot. For the bird. And after that hole, he is moving up on the leaderboard. And on to the 10th hole here. And that was quite a display of power there. From 170 yards out. And going with the 7-iron on this one. And he'll be happy with that. And this putt's for birdie. Ooh, that looked good. And this one's about 3 feet from the cup. And it looks like he moved down on the leaderboard after that one. And now teeing off on the par 5. And just absolutely pounded this drive. And that shot has ended up in the rough again. I would definitely take this lie over the last one, though. This is not looking good. Wow, nicely done. That is putting par very much within reach on this hole. And that one will drop for par. And after that one, currently sitting at 5 under for the day. I don't think we'll find some fairway here. And I apologize. Looks like that shot actually ended up in the rough. This putt's right around a 9-footer. And that one will drop for birdie. And he's moving in the right direction, moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. Well, this one's looking pretty good. And 180 yards out. And that approach is safely on the green, but a whole lot of work to do for that next putt. And this putt's for par. And that one's right in the cup. And they're 6 under on the day after that hole. And setting up now on the 14th hole. Now he's probably not too pleased with himself after that one. And about 4 feet from the cup. And that one will drop. And after that one, they're 6 under for the day. And the wind could come into play on this one. I know some others have had some issues. Let's see how this tee shot goes. It looks like a 7-iron. Poor approach shot there. Not enough club on that one, I think. And about 8 feet to the cup. So close. And this for the bogey. And he's going to drop down 2 spots on the leaderboard after that hole. And next up is a par 4, folks. It appears to be heading for the fairway here. And about $1.15 to the pin from here. And he's got to be happy with that. And this putt is for birdie. And that one will drop. And after that hole, he will move up 2 spots on the leaderboard. And going with the 7-iron on this one. Nice shot. I think you'll like that. And this one's for birdie. This one's right around 8 feet. And that one's going to go for par. And after that hole, 6 under for the day. And picking up on the 18th hole action here. Let's see what happens. It's looking like it's heading into the fairway. From about 135 yards out. Taking a shot with the pitching wedge. Ooh, I think he might clear the green on this one. Well, that was unfortunate. Just too much club. And if this putt drops, they can save par. Nice little putt. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to you. My name is John McCarthy, and I am oh so glad that you chose to join us for today's event here on the TGC Network. And if his last round is any indication, we're going to see some stellar golf here today. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the final round of this event, and this is what it all comes down to. We are on the first tee, and I can't wait to see how this one goes down. And he will like that. From here, 38 feet to the cup. Ooh, and that was very, very close. And this one's for par. Ooh, it looked close, but just didn't go. This putt's looking to be about 2 feet. now getting ready to tee off on this par 3. It looks like a 7-iron. And 13 feet to go here. And that one will go for birdie. And that performance will bring him down to even par. And now the third hole tee off. He's probably not that happy about that one. And to the folks at home, it's looking like sand. And a shot like that is putting par back on the table for this hole. Nicely done. And that putt's going to drop for par. And after that hole, he will stay at even par. And now we find ourselves at the fourth hole tee off. Well, this one's looking like it's finding the fairway. And that was spectacular work, hitting the green on this par 4 off the tee. "15 feet away here. And that putt drops. And after that hole, he will stay at even par. Okay, let's see what the fifth has in store today. And this will go far. Going with the 8-iron. Okay, he is now on the green. And this for the birdie. Ooh, and it just misses. This one's about 3 feet away. And that one will drop for par. And he's going to stay right where he is, even par after that hole. And now we find ourselves on the 6th hole tee off. I think he'll be happy with that. And this next shot setting up significantly below the hole. And that looks like a 5-iron. And I think this shot might have a bit too much club. Fantastic. And hitting this par 5 in 2 is going to open up some real interesting possibilities. And this putt is for birdie. Ooh, just missing here. And this for the par. And the putt will drop. And he's going to stay right there at even par after that hole. And now setting up for the par 4 tee off. Yeah, I think this one's going to find the fairway. And from here, about 210 yards to the pin. That looks like the hybrid. And not the greatest of swings on that approach shot. Unfortunately, not enough club, I think. And this putt is needed to save par. Oh my goodness, close, very close, but no cigar. And this one for bogey. And this putt for double bogey. And after that one, he has gone down in the standings. And the 8th hole is next. And here's the 3-wood. Poor luck on that approach shot. Too much club. This one's about 2 feet from the cup. And after that one, +2 for the day. And now setting up for this par 5. And I doubt he's very happy about that shot. And sensing something was off on that swing. And still in the rough after that shot. And that one's back in the fairway, nice and safe. And that green is definitely in reach for the next shot. From 18 feet away. Ooh, almost. And this one's about 4 feet from the cup. And that one will drop for the bogey. And that performance has led him to go down in the standings. And now setting up for the next par 4 hole. And a promising looking shot here. From 125 yards out. And I'm not quite sure here. It could end up in the fairway though. "34 feet to go." And this putt's right around 2 feet. And currently sitting at 3 over for the day after that hole. Okay, now moving on to the 11th. And about 235 to the pin from here. Going with the hybrid here. And missing the approach on that one. And this putt is for birdie. Oh, that was very close. And for the par. And currently sitting at +3 for the day after that hole. And moving along now on the 12th hole. That was a fantastic shot out of the sand, and I am thinking birdie for sure. And that one goes in for the bird. And currently sitting at 2 over for the day. And time for the 13th here. And he's probably going to like that. From 140 yards out. Going with a pitching wedge here. Well, not a very great approach shot there. And to save par. And a nice putt there. And currently sitting at 2 over for the day. And teeing off on this par 4. He's got to be pleased with that. And about 110 yards to the pin from here. And ladies and gentlemen, that was a poor approach. Not enough club on that one. And they're about 3 feet away here. And now setting up on this par 3. And going with the 7 iron on this one. And nothing to write home about on that approach shot. A bit too much club on that one. And this putt is essential for saving par. And finishing this hole out with a solid putt. And 2 over for the day after that hole. And now teeing off on this par 4. Well, I'm pretty sure this is going to land in the fairway here. From here, about 190 yards. Yeah, it looks like a 5 iron. And not the best approach shot we've seen today. Bit too much club on that. This one's about 10 feet away. And that putt will drop for par. And currently sitting at +2 for the day. Okay, and moving on to the 17th now. And nothing wrong with that shot. And this is about a 4-footer for the birdie. And 1 over for the day after that hole. Teeing it up here on the 18th. Okay, this one's looking pretty good. Okay, and from 180 yards out. And that putt will be safely on with a fair distance still to go. This next putt for a final round score of 71. Ooh, inches away. This one's about 2 feet from the cup.